In a world where convenience is king, laziness has become our queen. Indulgence in comfort has become our new normal, a stark contrast to the hardiness of our ancestors. Today, we bask in the glow of digital screens, our fingers dancing on keyboards, controllers, and touchscreens, our bodies sinking deeper into the soft embrace of our beds and couches. We've traded the thrill of the hunt for the thrill of the game, swapping bows and arrows for joysticks and buttons. Our battles are fought in virtual realms, our victories and defeats amounting to nothing more than pixels on a screen. We've become warriors of the Wi-Fi, champions of the couch, masters of the mundane. Our diets, once consisting of the fruits of the land and the meat of the beasts, have been replaced by processed foods, fast foods, and sugary drinks. We've become connoisseurs of convenience, our taste buds tantalized by artificial flavors, and our bodies bloated by empty calories. The result? A surge in obesity, a decline in health, a generation more accustomed to the hospital than the battlefield. We've exchanged the sweat of labor for the sweat of inactivity, the heat of the sun for the heat of the laptop, the calluses of hard work for the smoothness of idleness. We are a generation of dependents living off the income of our parents, our ambitions as deflated as our fitness levels. We've turned our backs on the lessons of our ancestors, ignoring the strength, the resilience, the grit they displayed in the face of adversity. They marched for days in heavy armor, battled through storms and extreme weather, all while drinking mead and preparing for battle. They survived, they thrived, they ensured the continuation of our bloodline. And what have we done with this legacy? We've squandered it, traded it for a life of ease and idleness. Our ancestors would look upon us with disappointment, for we have forsaken the strength and resilience they fought so hard to ensure. Our ancestors were warriors, marching for days in heavy armor, battling storms and extreme weather, all while carrying the weight of their family's survival on their shoulders. They were the British crusaders who trudged through the rain, their armor gleaming under the English cross flag. They were the fierce Romans and Greeks, their statues standing tall, a testament to their might and resilience. They didn't just endure, they thrived. They trained every day, their bodies hardened by the rigors of battle and their minds sharpened by strategy. They didn't complain about the trivialities of life. They faced real challenges head-on and came out victorious. Surviving was not just about living another day, it was about preserving their bloodline, their legacy. They laid the groundwork for future generations, not so they could squander it, but so they could build upon it. They were men and women of substance, of strength, of courage. They were the epitome of resilience. Today we have become a society of weaklings, hiding behind screens, afraid to face the real world. Our ancestors, men and women of iron will and unyielding strength, would cringe at our current state. We have replaced the sword with the controller, the battlefield with the couch. We have become spectators of life, not participants. Our ancestors knew the sweat of labor, the thrill of battle, the satisfaction of a task well done. Today, we have traded these experiences for virtual realities, unhealthy diets, and sedentary lifestyles. We are raising a generation bereft of ambition, devoid of motivation, and lacking in physical and mental fortitude. Our ancestors fought, bled, and died so that their bloodline might persevere. They endured hardship and overcame obstacles that would make the toughest among us tremble. Yet we have become so complacent, so comfortable in our luxuries, that we've become a disgrace to the bloodline that our ancestors fought so hard to preserve. It is time to rise from this pit of complacency, to reclaim the strength and honor of our ancestors. We must shake off the shackles of apathy and indolence that have bound us to our screens and our comfort zones. It's time to embrace the physical and mental challenges that forge character and resilience. Remember the grit and tenacity of those who came before us. They marched in heavy armor, battled in storms, and endured the harshest conditions with a steely determination. They were not just surviving, they were thriving, carving out their place in history. We owe it to them, to ourselves, to strive for greatness, to push our boundaries, to test our limits, to train like warriors, to live like champions, to respect our bodies, to nourish our minds, to rise above the mundane and seek out the extraordinary. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. The weak shall perish and the strong will prevail.